Ohio DMV Permit Test 6.
Question 1. When parking alongside a curb, you should park within
22 inches, 12 inches, 18 inches, 20 inches.
Answer:
12 inches.
Question 2. Safety belts are required to be worn by
Only the driver and all front seat passengers. All individuals in a vehicle. All back seat passengers.
Answer:
Driver and all front seat passengers.
Question 3. When parking uphill with a curb, you should turn your wheels
To the right. Toward the curb. To the left. Straight.
Answer:
To the left.
Question 4. You are driving behind a school bus that has stopped and has its lights flashing. This indicates
You must come to a complete stop. You may pass along the left of the bus. You must come to a complete stop and then proceed. You may pass along the right of the bus.
Answer:
You must come to a complete stop.
Question 5. When it is necessary for you to use your windshield wipers, Ohio law also requires you to
Activate your headlights. Pull over until the weather clears. Accelerate. Activate your hazard lights.
Answer:
Activate your headlights.
Question 6. A driver ahead of you has signaled a lane change. You should
Reduce speed. Move to the center lane. Move to the left lane. Accelerate.
Answer:
Reduce speed.
Question 7. You are approaching an intersection controlled by a stop sign. Where must you stop?
Just ahead of the stop line. At the stop sign. At least 25 feet behind the stop line. Behind the stop line.
Answer:
Behind the stop line.
Question 8. The time it takes to realize a danger and begin to brake is known as
Reaction time. Perception time. Braking time. Stopping time.
Answer:
Reaction time.
Question 9. It is foggy and you see a pentagon-shaped, 5-sided, sign approaching. You know from its shape that it indicates
A yield is approaching. A stop is approaching. A work zone is approaching. A school zone is approaching.
Answer:
A school zone is approaching.
Question 10. In Ohio, if you are requested by a law enforcement officer to submit to an alcohol or drug test and you refuse, this may result in
Jail time. Suspension of driving privileges for 6 months. Confiscation of your license. An arrest.
Answer.
Confiscation of your license.
Question 11. When must you yield right of way to pedestrians?
At all times. In residential areas. When they are crossing in a marked crosswalk. When they are crossing in an unmarked crosswalk.
Answer.
At all times.
Question 12. If you do not intend to pass, you should travel in the
merging lane, shoulder lane, right lane, left lane.
Answer.
Right lane.
Question 13. When multiple vehicles arrive at a T intersection, which driver must yield right of way?
The driver on the left. The driver on the street that ends. The driver who arrives at the intersection first. The driver on the right.
Answer.
The driver on the street that ends.
Question 14. You are traveling on an interstate and realize you have missed your exit. You should not
back up. Go on to the next exit. Go on to the next turn. All of these answers are correct.
Answer.
Back up.
Question 15. You may make a left turn at a red traffic light when turning from
a one-way street onto a one-way street. A one-way street onto a two-way street. A two-way street onto a two-way street. A two-way street onto a one-way street.
Answer.
A one-way street onto a one-way street.
Question 16. When changing lanes, you should
look over your shoulder. Use your turn signals. Check your mirrors. All of the above.
Answer.
All of the above.
Question 17. If you have been involved in a collision, the law requires you to
call your lawyer. File a report with the Department of Safety. Remain at the scene of the collision. Exchange information with other parties.
Answer.
Remain at the scene of the collision.
Question 18. Passing is not permitted within feet of an intersection.
50. 25. 100. 200.
Answer.
100.
Question 19. An octagon-shaped, 8-sided sign indicates
a school zone is approaching. A yield is approaching. A work zone is approaching. A stop is approaching.
Answer.
A stop is approaching.
Question 20. Divided highways are separated by
double solid yellow lines. Double solid white lines. At least 3 lanes of traffic. A median or barrier.
Answer.
A median or barrier.
Question 21. When parking near a fire hydrant, you are not permitted to park within
15 feet. 20 feet. 5 feet. 10 feet.
Answer.
10 feet.
Question 22. When approaching a red traffic light, you should
Prepare to stop. Stop before the crosswalk or stop line. Proceed with caution. Come to a complete stop and then proceed with caution.
Answer.
Stop before the crosswalk or stop line.
Question 23. Areas in which you cannot see other vehicles through the use of your mirrors are known as
blind spots. Decreased visibility areas. Low visibility areas. Hard to see areas.
Answer.
Blind spots.
Question 24. Which action can cause your car to enter into a skid?
Steering in the direction of the skid. Braking abruptly. Shifting to neutral. Pumping your brakes.
Answer.
Braking abruptly.
Question 25. On crossroads which are not controlled by stopped signs or signals, you must yield right of way to
the driver on the right. The driver on the left. The driver who arrives at the intersection first. The driver across from you.
Answer.
The driver on the right.
Question 26. How many standard servings of alcohol can safely be consumed before driving?
2. It varies from person to person. 1. 3.
Answer.
It varies from person to person.
Question 27. When are you required to use headlights?
At dusk. Between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. Between sunset and sunrise. At all times.
Answer.
Between sunset and sunrise.
Question 28. You are approaching an orange sign. It is quite far away, but from its color you know what it indicates.
A construction zone is approaching. A stop is approaching. A yield is approaching. A school zone is approaching.
Answer.
A construction zone is approaching.
Question 29. When parking, it is a good practice to, every time you park a vehicle,
activate your hazard lights. Activate your parking brake. Shift to reverse. Shift to neutral.
Answer.
Activate your parking brake.
Question 30. Unless otherwise posted, when at a red light, you may
turn left. Advance straight after stopping. Make a U-turn. Turn right.
Answer.
Turn turn right.
Question 31. Yellow lane markings separate.
Deceleration lanes from traffic lanes. Traffic traveling in opposite directions. Traffic traveling in the same direction. Merging lanes from traffic lanes.
Answer.
Traffic traveling in opposite directions.
Question 32. You are driving on a two-lane highway that is separated by one solid and one broken yellow center line. This indicates
passing is not permitted. Passing is permitted when the solid line is on your side. Passing is permitted only when there are two broken lines. Passing is permitted when the broken line is on your side.
Answer.
Passing is permitted when the broken line is on your side.
Question 33. In Ohio, if you are of age, you are considered to be driving under the influence if you have a minimum blood alcohol concentration of
0.02%, 0.08%, 0.10%, 0.06%.
Answer.
0.08%.
Question 34. When are you not required to stop for a school bus displaying its flashing lights?
When driving in the left lane. When driving on a two-lane highway. When driving on the opposite side of a divided highway. When driving in the right lane.
Answer.
When driving on the opposite side of a divided highway.
Question 35. You are approaching a solid yellow traffic light. This indicates
prepare to stop. You may proceed with caution. You must come to a complete stop and then proceed. You may advance through the intersection.
Answer.
Prepare to stop.
Question 36. You know you are driving on the wrong side of the road when
the yellow line is to your right. The white line is to your left. The white line is to your right. The yellow line is to your left.
Answer.
The yellow line is to your right.
Question 37. When parking downhill parallel to a curb, you should turn your wheels
straight, to the right, to the left, toward traffic.
Answer.
To the right.
Question 38. If your signal lights are broken and you would like to signal that you are turning left, what is the correct hand and arm signal?
Left arm bent at 90 degrees pointing down. Left arm straight out the window. Left arm bent at 90 degrees pointing up. Right arm straight out the window.
Answer.
Left arm straight out the window.
Question 39. While driving a motor vehicle, you are prohibited from
using a Bluetooth, using GPS, using a hands-free device, sending or receiving text messages.
Answer.
Sending or receiving text messages.
Question 40. When an emergency vehicle is approaching with visual or oral warnings, you must
Move onto the shoulder. Come to a complete stop in the roadway. Accelerate. Yield right of way.
answer.
Yield right of way. Thank you for watching the video and wish you will get your driver license soon.